You probably think same-sex attraction is a modern thing, a human thing, something the last few generations invented. It isn't. It's older than your species, older than language, older than the first human who ever walked upright. And the evidence is hiding in plain sight, written across the entire animal kingdom. Scientists have now documented same-sex behavior in more than 1,500 species. Not a handful, not the rare exception. 1,500 and counting. Penguins form same-sex pairs and raise chicks together. Bottlenose dolphins do it constantly. Lions, giraffes, beetles, sheep, swans, bonobos, even fruit flies. Look closely enough at any branch of the tree of life, and you find it. For some animals, it isn't occasional, it's normal. In one population of albatrosses in Hawaii, nearly a third of the pairs raising chicks are two females. They build nests, they share the work, they stay together for years. So here's the problem, and it's a big one.
Evolution is supposed to be ruthless. Every trait that survives is supposed to help an animal pass on its genes. A behavior that doesn't directly produce offspring should fade out over time. It should have vanished millions of years ago. But it didn't. It's everywhere. So why? The answer isn't one thing. It's several. Start with bonobos. They're one of our closest living relatives, sharing almost 99% of our DNA. And bonobos use sex to keep the peace. When tension rises in the group, when there's a fight over food, they diffuse it with physical closeness, often with the same sex. For them, it isn't only about reproduction, it's the glue that holds the whole society together. Then there's a stranger idea. Scientists call it the helper theory.
Let me explain. In some species, an individual that doesn't have its own young will help raise its relatives' offspring instead. It protects them, it feeds them, and because those relatives share its genes, those genes still get passed on. You don't have to reproduce yourself to win the evolutionary game. You just have to help your family survive. There's also something hidden in human families. It's called the fraternal birth order effect. Studies have found that the more older brothers a man has, the higher the chance he's attracted to men. The leading explanation points to the mother's immune response during pregnancy, shifting with each son she carries. It's biology, set in motion before birth. And it points to something bigger. Attraction was never a simple switch. It was always a spectrum.
Now look back at our own history, because normal is not what you think it is. Same-sex relationships show up in nearly every ancient culture on Earth. The Greeks recorded them openly. So did the Romans. Carvings in ancient Egypt, records from Mesopotamia, from China, from the Americas. Many cultures even recognized a third gender, with its own role and its own place in society. The idea that this is new, that it broke some ancient rule, gets the story backwards. The behavior is ancient. It's the assumption that it's strange. That's recent. So here's what the science is really telling you. Desire is older than humanity. The spectrum was the original setting, not the exception. It runs through bonobos and albatrosses and dolphins and lions, through millions of years of living things, long before the first human was ever born. You are not looking at a modern story. You're looking at one of the oldest patterns in nature, written into life itself. And the strange thing, the truly recent thing, isn't the behavior at all. It's the idea that it was ever unusual.